said that was the only way to clear yourself.
Yes.
This hasn't turned out very well for you.
Well, I think it has, if people can look through all of the responses from the Ethics Committee that said there was no self-dealing, there was no corruption, there was nothing there, not a scintilla bit of evidence as related to any criminal activity. As a matter of fact, I thought yesterday that he was going to go on to laud me for my intentions to try to help those kids at City College. Having said that, though, before we even get to substance, it just doesn't make any sense to me that a week before the so-called hearing that they would come up with some method to adjudicate the facts without witnesses, which is exactly what they've done. In addition to that, they knew that my counsel had withdrawn. And it would appear to me that I should have the opportunity, one, to have counsel. We've talked with 40 witnesses. Don't you really believe that under any process I should be able to talk to the 40 witnesses or to call the 40 witnesses or to hear what they've had to say? I would think so. But having said this, there's only one reason for it.
Which is?
They want to complete this before they go on vacation, before they do Thanksgiving, before they do Christmas. In other words, due process has been shattered in order to complete the work this year. And I just don't think that anyone can think that that is fair.
Do you think, though, do you regret referring yourself to the Ethics Committee?
No, of course not. But again, I'm not avoiding the substance. I'm just saying I've been demanding a hearing. I didn't get it.
Would you be able to represent yourself after the Ethics Committee reports out, its final report after it studies what the adjudicative subcommittee
Well,
does?
people don't have much respect for lawyers who represent themselves.
Or if you had counsel, one way or another. Do you have another shot at the apple here?
I have no clue as to whether anyone could better talk about sanctions than I do, but I have no clue about what the 40 witnesses that were subpoenaed had to say to the Ethics Committee.
So you basically think the Ethics Committee has done you wrong here, trying to rush this process?
I think it's an unfair process to get an 80-page request that it be received in lieu of witnesses. It just doesn't sound right.
And at the end of the day, this was not a delaying tactic on your part, as some people suggested. This was really about the fact that you didn't have counsel, you couldn't afford counsel because of the money that was spent previously, and the fact that you can't take that as pro bono because it would be a gift. Let
me tell you that ever since the Magna Carta, the Constitution, the hearing, I don't care what it is, a person should have the right to counsel if they're accused of anything, and in addition to that, have the opportunity to prepare. It's clear that people have not realized that I got an 80-page document indicating that they did not want to have witnesses. When I found that out, hey, I'm not going to sit there and just let them read the 80 pages. And that's what happened.
Final question. At the end of the day, how do you feel right now? I mean, you've been through a lot. How are you emotionally? You get up in the morning, how do you feel?
Forget all that getting up in the morning business. I'm happy at 80 years old I can get up in the morning and do running. But having said that, how would anyone feel if someone told them that they've been waiting for a hearing over 2 years, and then they told a week before the date is set, when they know that counsel had removed themselves, they got an 80-page new procedure that's never been used by the Ethics Committee, and I don't know of any administrative, civil, or criminal court, in saying that we have to proceed now because we don't have time for you to get a lawyer. I don't think that sounds fair.
So you got that meeting?
Yeah.
What's next for you, though? What report do you have? Do you want to stay in the house? You're disillusioned?